Burning bridges is my specialty. Dating dads is my fatality. I'm a Broadway bear, and I'm here to take center stage. Hello! I'm Hunter Hardick.
And I'm Papa the Bear.
And welcome to The Real Housebears. Hello. I'm Jenna Lyons. Thank you for having me on
Jenna Lyons in the house.
Podcast room. I'm just saying, it's tight in here. You know,
it is very tight.
Claustrophobic a little bit. But, you know, it's cute. Chic. It's not something I would have put together. You guys have hats and jackets right next to each other?
Yeah. We don't have your closet, Jenna Lyons.
No, you don't.
Oh, the shade of it all.
I'm not judging. I'm just...
she being judged.
These glasses are not real.
I can tell.
But I do need to adjust them because this is, how we would say in the fashion industry, a disaster.
Yes, it
is
a disaster.
Hot mess.
It is a hot mess.
Ew.
She's judgy.
I don't know if I could be in your little podcast. Hot closet.
Yes, the hot closet.
That sounds awfully like...
Someday the hot closet is going to be as famous as you are, Jenna Lyons.
Yeah. We'll see. It's just not my taste.
Well, I, for one, am glad to be in the hot closet. I am so glad to be in the hot closet. I'm so glad to be home.
Oh, my gosh.
I am exhausted. I am living on faith, caffeine, and the excitement from the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City Season 4 trailer. Like, that is the only thing getting me through today.
I am basically mouth breathing this entire time because I don't think my brain could comprehend breathing through my nose right now. That's all I can do right now to stay awake and to stay alive.
Right.
You know,
yes.
Just keep my mouth open and let my body do the work.
I do not know how you guys do it.
But some idiot posted on our social media that we were going to release by the end of day Thursday. So here we
are. It has been a very eventful last couple of days.
Well, let's first talk about the Salt Lake City trailer. Oh, I know what you want to talk about. Oh, you want to talk personal stuff, not Bravo stuff.
Well, it's hard to go from Bravo to personal to Bravo.
Well, then go get personal with them.
I don't know. Jenna Lyons doesn't approve of this.
Really, it upset me a lot.
Go personal.
So, you left last week for...
several work trips from New Orleans.
You were gone Thursday till Wednesday.
I was gone actually Wednesday to Wednesday, I think.
Wednesday to Wednesday?
Maybe even Tuesday to Wednesday. I don't remember. It was a long time.
Yeah, it was Wednesday because you left in the afternoon. Well, anyways, while you were gone, I had to leave on Friday to Chicago for 3 different gigs for market days.
Yes.
It all went well, but Sunday night... I had to wake up at 5 a.m. for a sunrise gig. So that night I got plenty of rest, but I woke up in the middle of the night with some kind of irritation in my left abdomen. It kind of kept me up. It wasn't very painful, but it just kept me up. It was noticeable. And so I woke up, and as I moved around, everything was going fine, going good. I did my gig on Monday morning now. And after the gig, I was fine pretty much all day, and I took a red eye home and got home at 2:30 a.m. on Tuesday, and within a half hour of being home, I laid down and I was going through excruciating pain in my left abdomen, and I thought it might have been like constipation because I ate really bad, and so I had no idea what it was. And so for hours by myself at home, I writhed in pain.
You poor thing.
Finally called my mom at 7:30 in the morning and asked her if she knew what was going on. She's a nurse, and so she's like, "You need to go to the hospital. It doesn't sound normal." So I have to drive myself to the hospital all by myself in excruciating pain.
Meanwhile, I'm in Virginia. And I have been on the phone with you, and I've communicated with you, and I have been door dashing things to the house hoping that I'm buying things that you might need.
You did. And I appreciate that. And I love you for it.
Of course.
So anyways, I get to the hospital and I had a kidney stone. And it was a relatively small kidney stone.
Hallelujah.
But as soon as I got that morphine, honey, and took a pee, I guess it was
honey.
gone. So hopefully it's gone and I'm done with it.
You overcame, baby.
But it was horrible. It sucked. And so I basically was up for so long because I never slept from 2:30 in the morning, landing at home 2:30 in the morning. And so I finally slept for hours, and the next day I had to go pick up the bear from the airport.
Yes.
And I pick him up from the airport, and the only thing he says is, "Why is this house such a mess? Did you have time to clean it while you were, like, out of the hospital?"
I mean, seriously, like, he was laying around doing nothing the whole time I was gone. I mean, nothing at all.
You're a cackling old hag.
And then he's like, "Well, are there even snacks at home?" I'm like, "No,
Yeah.
I just got home and went to the
I
hospital."
had been gone for over a week, and we came home, and I had to go to the grocery store, crap all over the house. Like, he didn't do
I had
a
to pick him up
dang.
from the airport with my bandage for my
Meanwhile,
IV still
he
in my
is laying
arm.
in bed doing morphine.
I hate it when you play along with me trying to make you feel bad. It's not fun.
No,
I try to paint him in the worst light, and he just goes with it now. It's horrible.
Listen, I don't care about anything in the world more than I care about you. So, of course, I was at work, a nervous wreck. Luckily, I was working with people that know me, that I've worked with a long time, and they know who you are. So they were, very understanding when I had to take a call or a text.
But, yeah, that sucked. So that has been my last, 48 hours.
Yeah, so we have been... we're exhausted. That's what we're saying. We're exhausted.
But I had a lot of fun in Chicago for Chicago Days. It was a lot of fun there.
I mean, I had fun.
You had fun? Look at your new Dolly Parton shirt.
You know what? I felt a little bit trepidatious about wearing a Dolly Parton t-shirt the day after Madonna's birthday. But then I thought, you know what, Corey? Don't you ever be afraid to wear a Dolly Parton t-shirt.
You gotta channel your inner goddess.
Yes. Yes. You don't ever feel bad about wearing.
And you know what? When you are getting support from people like Robin Roca 2091 on YouTube,
Hey.
when they're encouraging you and telling you how much they enjoy your recaps, then you have the courage to wear a Dolly Parton t-shirt on the day after Madonna's birthday.
Jesus. Yes. Day after Madonna's birthday. I'm just joking. It's just a funny joke.
We'll see if that even makes it into the podcast.
He's going to add something over me to make it sound horrible now.
So Robin Roca, that was trying to be a good segue into 2091 from YouTube. That was trying to be our segue into getting you to be hashtag
Housebears famous.
And I want to make a toast to you.
We had to stop talking about Hunter for a minute so that we could finally talk about somebody else.
We'll get right back into me.
You know who's talking about somebody else? Someone whose name I'm not going to say on this podcast anymore. I'm very upset that one of my Bravo icons, one of my favorite Bravo people of all time, is trying to take down Bravo.
Oh, you told me about this. This is that whole...
So we're not going to say their name.
Okay.
We're not going to say their name.
So
but,
if you're not a Bravo huge fan, you probably have no idea what he's talking
well, you're
about.
going to know because they recently have interviewed Raquel, which I've decided to continue to call her Raquel. I've decided if you call her Rachel, that turns her into a human. And I'm not saying, no, hold on, I'm not done. Don't. I want to just, it's sad. It's so sad. So I just kind of like when I fantasize that like she's a TV character who
I
has
understand
not
that.
had to really deal with all of this.
Rachel didn't do any of this. It was Raquel that did all of it.
Yes.
My therapist calls it illusions of grandeur, something like that.
I understand that now.
I know how when I first said that did sound.
I know,
like
it's like,
that.
oh my.
No, I'm not. I don't want to dehumanize her as a person who made some really bad mistakes, for sure. But in this podcast, she was talking about how she hasn't made any money from Scandival, kind of like how Ariana has gotten all of these different. Ariana's now the sponsor of every product imaginable.
Oh, the commercials.
Yeah.
So Raquel's mad that, like, what? Ashley Madison hasn't reached out to her? Like, who else is going to sponsor her? Because Ashley Madison, isn't that site that cheating wives and husbands go to? Yeah, Ashley Madison. Reach out to Raquel or Rachel, whatever she wants to call it. But if that's what she wants, that's the only company that's going to take her on.
Oh, my God.
Or, I don't know, what other companies out there?
Oh, my God. And that's funny because Kristen Tankman, who is on the Real Housewives Ultimate Girls Trip Scary Island that's coming out, her husband got busted in that whole Ashley Madison scandal.
Ooh.
And another really quick piece of Bravo news before we get into this week's.
I'm Raquel. If you want to cheat on your husband or wife better than I did,
No!
go to ashleymadison.com.
Cha-ching! Oh my God.
How else would it go?
I mean, I don't know how else it would go.
But she
Better
wants-
than I did, without getting caught.
Without getting caught.
We'll show you how to make sure they're not screen recording while you're masturbating.
This is pure chaos. I love it.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, I totally even forgot what the other Bravo news was.
I'm
now.
so sorry. I'm so sorry.
It's okay.
No,
it's
there was
okay.
other Bravo news. What was it?
I mean, there's all kinds of Bravo news, but now I'm
Salt Lake City.
Well, yeah, that's for sure. Oh my gosh, that was what time? Yeah, that was 10 minutes ago.
You're welcome.
But the Salt Lake City trailer is so exciting. It looks so intense.
Oh, talking about Salt Lake City, I hung out with Whitney Rose this weekend in Chicago.
Yes, you did.
I sure did. She was hosting.
Did you post that on Housebears?
I did.
Awesome.
I was in the area, of course, and she was hosting an event with one of my besties, Domita Sanchez.
Yes, queen.
She loves the Bears, and we love her. Well, she was hosting an event with Whitney Rose, and so I was like, "Hey, Whitney, I'm going to be in the area. What time is your..." And she's like, 2:00. And I was like, "I'll be there." And so I showed up, and I got, like, VIP treatment. And you know what was really fun was... Whitney was like, "Do you know Hunter?" And all the drag queens like, "Yes, I know Hunter!" And came around, gave me a big hug. Made me, like, Whitney was in my world. Like, she was not in the Real Housewives world. I was the Real House husband, and that's my world.
Are we supposed to clap or just like respect?
Well, the trailer is fire.
Yeah, it looks scary.
I'm excited and scared about having Mary back.
She's good TV, but man, one thing, when I was talking to Whitney, I was like, "So Mary's back on the show." She's like, "She's the meanest person I've ever met." And I was like, "I know, I bet. I would be terrified to meet her."
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. I'm a little disappointed that we weren't in it.
I know. I was really hoping that they were going to like throw in like clips of what we filmed.
When are
this
they going to
season.
realize this show is really about me and you and Dre?
It's true. Like once they really realize that, and like friend of Paul,
Well, of course.
you know, like I think that's just a really good triad. Like that's a good triple
Quartet.
threat.
A quartet.
That's a quartet. Is that for adding Paul? Okay, quartet. There we go.
Yeah,
I was just saying me, you, and Dre. But we do need to include Paul. Like, it kind of, like,
course.
equals us out.
Well, it all started with Heather, so I guess we just need our own spinoff. So we can
Yeah,
make
can
sure
we just have a spin-off, y'all?
that we're in the
I
trailer.
swear I will make good drama.
But I think one of the greatest moments of camp television, camp reality television history, is Monica. Is that her new name? The new girl's name?
Yes.
Her crying about having to go into the Louis Vuitton store.
I had to
keep up with the Joneses, essentially.
I was like, when I was watching that, I was like, Did I hear that right?
It made me so happy. And I do want to confirm, like, she is lovely. She is she's great. She was so nice to us when we met.
While we're filming early this season.
But that is just really, really funny stuff.
I'm living for it.
I think, though, we have talked our faces off, and people are going to start being fashionably absent if we don't get into the episode.
Oh my gosh. That was good.
I tried.
Nice little segue.
Hey, on a few hours of sleep, you do what you can do.
It's cute.
I am upset about this Bryn scene. I don't feel like they should have split it into two scenes between 2 episodes.
Because I wasn't as emotionally invested in the second part of it.
And why try to? Yeah, and it wasn't. And it was just a few minutes more.
Yeah,
it wasn't like there was a whole
extra.
lot extra happening that didn't.
And that's what I was expecting.
And now Bryn watching it back, she has to live it even further, you know. And I just didn't feel like it was necessary. That they split it up. It wasn't really a cliffhanger, you know?
Yeah.
But I do really appreciate how, like, empathetic all of the women are. I mean, like, they're all crying, except for Jessel.
Well, of course. Jessel is completely void of empathy.
Jessel the Heartless.
Jessel the Heartless.
The first grade, her drinking a bottle of Dimetapp to sleep forever.
To sleep forever. That's really, really sad to hear.
And you know, to me, I heal all of my ails with sleeping. So I was like,
you could connect with that, especially as a young
I
child, being like, I just want to sleep.
And if I'm good enough, if I'm funny enough, if I'm clever enough, they'll let me stay where I want to.
It broke my heart.
Yeah. Oh.
You know, like, it's just like Robin Williams. Like, some of the funniest and lighthearted people out there are the most depressed.
Right, absolutely. But you know what? I thought it was a real gift for Bryn to tell these women that story. Mm-hmm. I mean, that's being very vulnerable. You know, throughout every other episode, Bryn really likes to put on appearances. And so I thought it was a really nice gift for her.
It gave her heart. It gave her, like, she wasn't just this, like, daddy-chasing girl that's rich.
Yeah.
It gave her, like, a really good storyline and arc, you know.
And then I think you can also relate to her story about reconnecting with her dad right before he was dying.
Yeah, that was hard to watch. I hated.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Well, first of all, her dad died on my birthday.
I saw that. Yeah, November 12th. But she forgave him, and that's what I did for my dad too. Is I forgave him, and then 2 years later he passed away, and I got to say goodbye to him on the phone a week before that.
Yeah,
and it was the best gift I could have ever gotten.
Yeah, I mean, you and I both have similar stories where we were distanced from our dads for a while, and just finally we took the initiative to mend it, and how much better off we were for it.
Yeah,
you know?
And I don't know about you, but I don't have any daddy issues anymore.
And you really are pretty spectacular, warm and beautiful, like really impressive.
Oh my God. I'm inheriting daddy issues from you somehow. But I love when she said, you choose happiness, and it's so much better to be happy. I completely agree with that.
That's definitely a motto that's like you.
That is very me.
Yeah,
that is very me.
You.
I do feel like it's a decision that you make. It's really easy to get bogged down. And listen, I have a great life compared to most people, but I do believe you do have to choose to be happy. Jessel's a half empty kind of gal.
Yeah.
And I'm a half full kind of gal.
I think that you turned out pretty great.
Well, I do love that they all toast to Bryn and built family.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
Built family. It's just like chosen family.
Jessel invites everyone to a cocktail event for a designer that she represents. She's like, I don't know if you're all available next Thursday. Like, everyone didn't already know that there was a scene being filmed on Thursday. You know, type of thing. But Jenna Lyons has something. She doesn't say what it is. She does not say it's an event.
Because she knows it's something. I don't think she can remember exactly what it was.
Yeah, she says, I know I have some. To be honest with you, I believe that she probably did know what it was, but she didn't want to say right there and have them argue with her that she was going to spend time with her kid instead.
I don't think but I think she just couldn't remember what it was, honestly.
Either way.
Because that's me. I forget where I'm going, and I had to pull it up all the time.
But either way, she did not say she was going to an event, and she didn't lie. Unless she lied about not remembering. But Bryn razzes Aaron about making sure that there's food and good toilet paper.
She's obsessed.
And Aaron's like, well, it's better to have the right toilet paper than to be cackling hags, huh, Jessel? It's hard to defend a lot about Jessel.
It coming from someone else, it wouldn't be that bad. But it coming from Jessel, it's more of just like she's irritated.
But here, I
irritated
do
with
think
y'all.
when she was talking to Jenna, when she said it, I really do think she was trying to be funny.
But when she tried to defend herself, she was like, but I was feeling attacked. So I feel like that was an attack back at
Well, yeah,
them.
listen, people are trying to make Jessel the new Ramona. I'm like, no, because Jessel doesn't make me laugh. Jessel isn't stupid in all the right ways,
Jessel hasn't pooped on the floor yet.
Jessel has not pooped on the floor yet. So when Jessel poops on the floor, then we can call it Ramona.
Amazing day. My husband.
Oh my gosh. And then I don't know if I'm jumping ahead, but then they get back to Jessel's sex life.
Always.
I'm like, can we just get off of this topic?
But actually, no, what I loved about it is when Erin was in her confessional, she's like, what is Jessel? Does she just want me to call her a stupid bitch? Like, oh, that's how we talk in New York. And I'm like, Hunter and I call each other dumb bitch all the time. Dumb bitch.
We were in Denver, coming back from like this day drunk days that we were in. We were just laughing at each other, and I must have called you a dumb bitch, and you got so offended and started calling me a dumb bitch.
I'm in an easy way to turn it back and make it funny. You're like, blah, 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 dumb bitch. I was like, dumb bitch, you're a dumb bitch.
And it made me laugh so hard. All my stuff fell on the floor, and you're like, quit being a dumb bitch, get off the floor. And I just could not stop laughing.
Oh, Lord.
But that's how we talk in Utah.
I am at a loss for words.
But yeah, Sai brings it back to Jessel's sex life. They still haven't done the deal. But according to Bren, hand jobs are back.
I love that she says
I don't know. I don't know if... Listen, I'm not going to turn one down.
You know what I think is back?
What?
3-hour-long tantric blowjobs. Boom. Dropped mic. That's what I'm calling.
That is not normal.
I don't remember the last time I've ever given a hand job.
I do.
Well, you could go see him.
But like, but Uba's like, if it's got the word job in it, no thanks.
No, thanks. I love Uba.
Jessel's apartment is pure chaos. We've got the twins running around. Christmas photos are going beautifully.
I call them the terrible two.
Oh my God, they are. I mean, they're just...
As every time they come out, they're just like, ah!
They do. They're like those tiny...
And they spread out, so they don't go in teams. They're
like
spread
those
out.
little tiny dinosaurs on Jurassic Park.
They're like those little minions.
Well, I can't wait to see those Christmas photos. Bren is at some store that's named in a foreign language, and she's looking at a purse made out of salmon. Did you catch that?
Did she say salmon or salmon eggs?
I just thought she said
Because
salmon. I didn't have captions on. But I wrote, did I understand that correctly?
I didn't know what that... I know.
Crazy.
It was that triangle.
I mean, it was
cone.
just a flash in the season.
It was that black cone purse.
Yes.
Yeah.
It was just a flash in the episode, but I was fascinated by it. Uba eating a hot dog, garlicky pickles with ginger ale is the way to go.
I love her so much.
She loves food. She drinks ginger ale also to pretend like a champagne.
Champagne.
Over at Sai's Brownstone, she is unpacking some swag.
That is some swag. I don't even get that kind of swag. I do get swag.
You do get good gay swag.
I get good gay swag.
But she's getting some serious...
Like, she's getting some
Fendi, Jimmy Choo, Victoria's Secret. So she's not only getting the free stuff, but she's also getting paid oftentimes to post about it. Holy
we just need BuzzFeed to catch us and do an article on us and hello.
So we're learning more and more about Sai. She originally studied biology and wanted to be a pediatrician, but did an internship at Alberta Ferretti, who I looked up was an Italian fashion designer, and she was bit by the fashion bug.
Ugh. I'll swipe up for Sai.
She learned how to code I didn't know you have to know how to code to start blogging, but she learned to code and blog, and she started doing a children's fashion blog, and the rest is history. You know, I saw someone on social media say something along the lines of, it's kind of funny watching Sai think that she is such a standout star or whatever. I'm like, I think she is.
I mean, her husband is retired and she's doing all this.
And
that's her only job.
I think she's funny.
I think she's great. She's
kind.
Sexy. Yeah.
I think most of our sound bites are Sai. I just love her.
I like her as a person.
But she has like this is not just being an influencer. She has a payroll. She offers insurance. Like
she offers to help pay for insurance.
That's intense.
Still great.
That's intense. All right, so now we're finally to like the main conflict of the episode over at Greca the Greek. Okay, Jessel orders an Americano, which, if I remember correctly, is coffee with a shot of espresso in it, right?
I think so.
And then she got an extra shot on top of that with oat milk. I mean, that's how I'm awake. That's the only reason why I'm awake right now is that much caffeine over a few hours.
Yeah, like all at once. That's rough.
Yes, but Aaron's like, I'm hopeful that Jessel's here to apologize for being so annoying. Well, good luck with that. This Tribeca up-and-coming situation.
Listen, I'm telling you, she is just like Jennifer Aiden. She only cares about presents and who you know.
Are you kidding? Have you seen my life?
Yeah.
She only cares about being an elite. She's like, yeah, this place is cute.
So
It must be up and coming. It still needs some work.
If I remember correctly, they live in Chelsea, so she must think that unless it's Chelsea, it's
not
up and coming.
Yeah. Oh. You know she picked Chelsea because of the name.
But Jessel is not there to apologize. Aaron's like, I just think that maybe you're used to getting things a kind of way.
Aaron is like, you're bitchy and weird.
Right?
Basically. That's all she wants to say.
But I'm surprised for Jessel to say, no one's ever called me a princess before. I'm like, I doubt that.
Okay, but first of all, she didn't call her a princess. Jessel called herself a princess.
Right.
So what does that say about Jessel? She already thought of herself as a princess.
And she's done being
and
called
somebody
a princess.
already that has already been in her brain.
And I can guarantee you Pavitt says that under his breath.
Oh my
18
God.
times a day.
Effing
But they agree that they're not on the same page. And Jessel just doesn't have time for fake friends. So Aaron...
And Jessel supports women. Oh. I have a job, and I support women. I know you have a job. Insert whatever you want to think, but I support women.
That is a good old-fashioned New York moment. Ramona has accused Bethany of not supporting women.
It's been on multiple seasons of different shows.
Yeah, pretty much every. Yeah,
I think there's always at least one. Even Atlanta.
But I love it that Aaron is like, all right, well, I have to go to work. And Jess is like, I have to go to work too. And she's like, oh, really? Are you going to go to work?
She's like, I'm just joking. And she's like, yeah, I have to do this, and also I'm holding a charity event.
I thought it was really funny joke. I thought it was a nice, lighthearted way.
But Jessel doesn't get it.
Well, and plus, Aaron takes things pretty seriously, too.
And Aaron means it, half means it.
Yeah, but like the Cackling Hags, Aaron took that way too seriously. Way too seriously. So I think now is a good time for us to take a quick little break. And then we can come back and finish up the party and Jenna's Christmas decorating.
Bye.
Bye.
This is the most extra thing I've ever seen in my life.
I am extra.
This is Jenna Lyons, and you're listening to the Real Housebears podcast. Just kidding.
I wish.
All right, we're back.
We are back in Jenna Lyons' elevator. Jenna Lyons has an elevator.
Anybody that has an elevator that goes straight to their door, that's so New York.
And it goes straight to your closet of,
Wonders.
vintage. The closet of wonders.
Yes.
Unlike Mary Cosby's closet.
Oh my gosh! I forgot about
we're
that.
back in Mary Cosby's closet.
Remember that organizer lady? Oh, she's probably bones by now. She's been lost in there forever.
I love Popeye, Heather's dog.
Yells.
Again, I love that they have an elevator. I love that she sells her clothes. And I bet you oftentimes she donates that money.
Who knows?
I mean, you know, and when you're that rich, you have to
Don't talk for her.
Well, over at Ariston Flowers and Cafe, love the guy in the mullet. His mom makes the scones or whatever they are. I don't know how I feel about Bren with traveling with a chess.
I thought it was a purse.
I know,
But it was a
right?
chess, like it was a chess.
Okay. I absolutely love that Bren in her adulthood's like, I'm going to take violin lessons. I'm going to take piano lessons.
Me too.
I'm going to learn how to play. My mom takes piano lessons, and she's in her 70s. Like, I just love that when you do something just
yourself.
for you, not because anyone is making you do it. That I'm liking Bren more and more.
You're a sweet, thoughtful little sweetie pie.
Me too.
I have a feeling it's not going to last forever, but I really like her right now. Fencing, I live.
Yeah.
Or
Oh,
die.
God.
So, Bryn got a call from Jessel. Jessel is so over the Hamptons.
That was good.
Thank you.
That was really good, actually.
Thank you.
I kind of had I was rolling my eyes because it's her, and it sounded just like her.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Well, Aaron is coming to fill him in on the conversation. So, even Cy and Bryn know that Joey Becca is not up and coming. She's like, the Kennedys maybe made it less up and coming.
I love those three together. I love Uba, Bryn, and Cy together. For some reason, that's just...
And Aaron. I like all four.
Well, no, I just like that triad right there. I just think it's really good. I think they work really well together.
Yeah, it's fun. Well, Bren tells Aaron that Jessel called and says she doesn't want to talk about the Hamptons anymore.
No.
So which is worse, cackling hag or princess? I mean, neither really, because again, I think she was just trying to be funny, but call me a princess anytime.
I can't believe they call me princess. I can't do it.
You can. You're just it's about you're using a different British.
I know.
You'll find it. But you know, I kind of it does seem like no one's on Jessel's side. Like no one completely. They're like Jessel would never hurt a fly on purpose. I think she's just the sweetest person in the world. But man, is she a bitch?
Maybe it's the English accent.
I know. That's kind of like the word everybody's jumping around her.
Yeah.
Nobody wants to just call her a bitch, but everyone's like, gosh, she's just, you know that person that's really irritating and it's like a female dog?
Entitled.
Yes.
Well, the one thing that I did learn was that the rule number one of chess is to protect your pawns.
Don't just throw away your pawns. Are you crazy?
Well, the rule number one for me is to first figure out which one are the pawns.
I know what the pawns are, and I know the horse makes an L move.
You're right. I didn't know
The
that,
horse.
too.
Yeah. And then there's
So you're practically a chess champion. You're practically a chess expert.
I'm practically just like an idiot savant, you know.
Well, that's for dang sure. So over at Jessel's apartment, Esha Sony is Jessica's designer. Not Jessica, Jessel's. Did I say Jessica twice?
I don't know.
Jessel's designer client. The No is the name of Jessel's fashion consultancy.
Of course it's the No.
Because that's
it's because
really creative.
you're in the No.
It's like The Talk.
Because we're talking.
I'm like, y'all, you couldn't come up with a better name than The
It's
Talk.
like the real Housebears when they talk about housewives. So stupid.
Well, it is impressive that Jessel did like run PR for Michael Kors. That's impressive.
I love it that she has to include that, though.
No.
She's talking about somebody else's career, but she's like, but I also... I can't do it. You got to do it.
Well, Jessel can't stand her husband.
Her husband cannot stand her.
I know, but every time he just tries to do something kind of cute, she's like, why? Why are you embarrassing me on television?
It's so good. I love it.
And I'm horrible with accents.
I know, but it was so... I mean, all he did was have a carrot in his wine glass. Who cares? It's...
Ha ha ha, look at you. Cute
But that
little
shows
hobbit.
another how much, like, she doesn't want him to embarrass her around all these elites.
Oh, yeah.
Like, she's
So
just
listen,
so
she does.
uptight.
I know I'm jumping the gun a little bit, but she got some elites at this party.
She sure does. She is flexible.
Half of them look like clowns, but they are elite.
Who was that one lady that we didn't realize how much she was in the know? She's super rich, box-shaped lady. What was her name? Skinny, skinny legs, box-shaped upper body. She always wore those big bows. Who is she? But not from this season. Not from... It was from a different season of Real Housewives. Sutton. There we go.
Oh.
Thank you.
Tiny little body, but box-shaped with skinny legs. I know
Box-shaped,
exactly
skinny
what
legs,
you're talking about.
You're a soulless person.
Remember when we were like, oh, she probably has a lot of money, but then she like was having private shopping sprees and knew all these really famous
Sutton's
people.
baller.
So Jessel must know a lot of. Well, I don't know how well she knows them. Maybe they're just like, oh, okay, well
Well,
we'll
they
just see
came
what
over.
this person.
They came over to her home for an event. So I think that's impressive.
I guess that lady, the Vogue editor.
She looks like a clown, along with the guy from Paper Magazine.
Yes. What was? Oh, I have his name down. Her friend.
Mickey Boardman.
Yeah, I said he looks like a clown.
And so does the Vogue woman. She totally looks like a clown.
It's so New York. That is so New York.
I know, right? I know, but it's an impressive party. Part of the sales are going to support impoverished children in India. Sai shows up. She's like, "Hi, where's the food?" And immediately she started dishing. So Aaron told me this, and Aaron told me that, and Aaron told me this. So that's right. I'm like, get in there, Sai, get in there. But Sai's like, okay, you are a little bit, you do appear a little bit uppity, but what's wrong? Call me a princess any day. So I liked her perspective.
I did too. Like,
Yes.
I mean,
I feel
Jessel's
like-
just very uptight.
Yes. Uba brings cookies, and Bryn comes in right behind. And Sai says that Bryn looks like she comes from old money. And Bryn's like, that's the best
God.
compliment
That
in
was
the
so
entire
sweet. Thank you.
world. But Bryn is wearing some guy's blazer. That's why she's wearing somebody's old money is what it is.
It's hot.
Okay.
It's hot. I love that. Look, I love the look of the men's t-shirt, men's button-up t-shirt on a girl using it as a full outfit.
Well, and
like,
it's
I love that look.
But it looks also like it could be like a walk of shame. You know?
Oh, it's just so hot though.
Yeah, and
because
that's
she's
sexy. That is sexy.
and
now
she's
that-
got that kind of just come F me hair, you know.
I kind of feel like Satan's like first wife.
Yeah.
I love Bryn.
Well, Chess does not love Bryn. She's
She's not doing very good. I thought she was going to be really good. But
Me too. Models with short, rich
husbands.
boyfriends. Yes,
Yeah, get a
husbands.
short, bald man. They're very confident. I'm like, honey, get a tall, bald man and come back and say that to me.
Mm-hmm. The twins get out. Again, just tiny little dinosaurs running around.
Just as soon as it's...
But Bryn is like, yes, get in there.
She's a great aunt.
Yes.
She
right.
would be the best aunt because she would let them get all sugared up and crazy and then be like, all right, go back home.
Yeah, the way Bryn was with those twins is how I am with dogs.
Uh-huh. You want to get them riled up
Yes.
and happy and jumpy and...
And I want them to have a big kiss mark on their cheek.
That's so fun. Oh, it's so cute. I love Bryn.
So they all get to where are Aaron and Jenna in particular, who is wearing jumpsuits with her goddaughters, her son, and the infamous nowadays, it seems, Brandon.
Yeah. Who's doing the most to try to be on TV.
Well, everyone loves him, and I love him. I'm totally into him. I think he's cute.
Irritated.
Yeah, of course.
Jealous.
She ain't jealous.
Shut up. He's stupid. I just called myself out before you did.
I love how much Jenna Lyons loves Christmas.
I do too.
I love how much she loves jumpsuits.
I love Christmas. I can't wait for the holidays.
I love the analogy of putting sequins on a plant. I thought that was really cute. But what my favorite part was how they were just like throwing ornaments on it to totally give her an OCD panic attack.
While she was on the phone
Yes,
too.
she's like, I can't do it. I can't do it, you guys. Please don't do this. Please don't do this.
I love her.
So they FaceTime her. And again, Jenna Lyons never said, at least on camera, that we saw,
That she
I'm
was
going
having
to
an
an event. But of course, Bren, who's like, if I weren't to show up just like I did at the beginning of the season, they would,
She's not going to let it go. Brenda's not going to let it go.
She's
it's
not.
It's different from everything else, but I get it. You don't want to be treated differently.
Yeah, let it go, sister. She's like Idina Menzel in winter,
doing the most to try to be relevant.
Can you not act like this in front of people, please?
When Aaron comes up, Jessel gives the. Here's another Ramona parallel. I'm sorry if I offended you.
If I offended you, yeah.
Then we've got Lynn Yeager, the editor of Vogue. The wine is horrible. Then Aaron invites them to an anniversary party.
The wine is horrible.
Your makeup is terrible.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking.
But Aaron's getting ready to have they never said vows?
Yeah.
That's weird. But will there be food?
There better be food.
There better
and not just
food.
Finger snacks or just caviar.
Yes.
I want some, burgers.
But Bren knows how to get screen time, start crap with the popular girl. Jenna Lyons. Mm-hmm. She knows how to do it. She's a seasoned vet already.
I love her.
Me
too. I know how to get this. I know how to start an issue.
Did you watch her on Watch What Happens Live?
No.
She was wearing a completely sheer outfit that just had bra and panties underneath it, and then different colored rhinestones on it that were very sparsely dispersed. She looked like Christmas in July.
Oh, I love that. I love that. Don't jump in too far. I just wanted to say that I didn't get to watch it. I'm glad you got to watch it, but I was recovering from the horrible hours of pain that I was going through with the kidney stone, so I couldn't watch What Happens Live because I still had to take notes on the other shows. I didn't have time to do any of that.
You were just laying in bed on morphine. What else were you going to do?
I was going to dream of Xmas in July. That's what I was going to do in bed. I was dreaming of Xmas in July at Benton. Where is it?
Benton, Illinois.
Illinois.
Benton. Make it 2 syllables. Benton.
Well,
hey, I was just in Illinois.
You were. And was it 90 degrees with 83% humidity?
No, sir. It was actually kind of really cool. It was actually the coolest I've ever had Margie Days.
Well, I am so sad that next week is a finale. It is time to wrap it up.
It is.
It's
the perfect time to wrap it up.
But really, it's just 30 minutes of pure joy.
It's just crazy. It's manic. It's everywhere.
I love that Kathy Ann Garavaglia, the city finance commissioner, she's in on the joke with the gals.
Yeah.
She's ready to have fun. Did you know what bunting is? Mm-hmm. I knew that word too. I was surprised.
It's a very southern word.
Okay.
It's because I didn't hear it until I moved down to South Carolina.
Well, I didn't know it until I heard the musical and read the novel Ragtime. They reference it in that, so I had to figure out what it was.
You're so gay. Oh my gosh.
Oh my god.
Once you get in, you can't get it out.
We'll take the bunting down to put up the Christmas decorations. This moment was like, how many housewives does it take to screw in a light bulb? You know?
Seriously, because it's just it's so weird. And she mentions that her husband's not there, and Sonia's like, oh, is he in the hospital from Taco Tuesday? I'm like, what? And then she has another factoid about Luann.
Oh yeah?
Luann's not afraid of heights.
Oh, good to know.
She says that, and then she says that she's terrified of heights.
Luann's never heard of Christmas in July before.
I mean, isn't it the halfway point?
I thought
Christmas?
that was a common thing everywhere.
I don't think it really is.
Is it not?
No, because I didn't really hear about it.
Sonia's heard of the Christmas in July, but then again, she was married to the Morgans.
Of course, and Morgans know. They're known to know for Christmas in Julys.
But I love Sonia and Luann and Kathy Ann. Sonia and Luann and Kathy Ann. That's a song right there.
Oh, my goodness gracious.
And the music video is going to be them with the leaf blower. Sexy poses. Yeah.
Oh, my gosh. Oh, but Miami, it's known for having foam parties. I just wrote that down. Miami has foam parties.
Yes, they do.
Fact. Sonia factoid.
Fact. Well, so, all of our gay friends want to go stay at the Trixie Motel. I want to go stay in the Luann Suite in the Benton Motel. Not the Sonia Suite as much.
Okay, so I would kind of want to stay in the Sonia Suite, but how haphazardly she cares about it is why I don't want to stay in there.
Exactly.
I want to stay in the Luann because it seems like it's actually thought about. And more well put together. I don't care if there's pink curtains.
Yeah, I'm into it. I'm into it. But, I mean, they're getting new carpet, new paint, new gutters, a new mural on the outdoor wall.
I love it.
All kinds of stuff.
I love the walk-in closet, quote, unquote.
When you're Sonia size, maybe.
Because she walks in and pushing all the clothes over. She's like, see, I can fit in it. Walk-in closet.
I guess I forgot. I don't know why Sonia was arrested. I guess I should have looked that up because I totally forgot she was ever arrested. But
I didn't realize she was arrested either.
I like it when she said she went to jail. She wanted a muffin in her makeup kit. Oh my God, Sonia.
But Sonia thinks that Luann's room is just too much, too overdone, and Sonia's happy with her haphazardly
new sink. That's what Sonia got.
Thrown together new fuck room. That's all it is.
It's just a sink is what Sonia did.
And I think new beds and then a picture of a cock on the wall.
Yeah.
Rooster
Sonia just didn't want to be bothered.
She was not interested.
Luann putting on her makeup in the car on the way to Christmas in July. Sonia's like, I've kind of forgotten the city. I like the country. I'm like,
no, you don't. No, you don't. You are so lying. I don't know what pills you just took, but
she just says whatever she's thinking at the moment. She doesn't really believe it. You know what Craig's favorite thing is about Christmas in July? All the kids playing. That's what Craig loves most about the Christmas in July. Sonia and Kathy Ann are having a blast putting up this tree. Luann's imagining the Rockefeller Center here in the center of Benton, Illinois.
Benton.
I love it that Sonia, anytime any of the women are around helping out, that's how Benton ladies do it, or Benton women do it. She keeps saying that. And I'm like, what? Just do stuff like normal people?
Right.
Like,
don't have someone else do it for them?
You, yeah.
Yes. Well, listen, Sonia has had decades of throwing parties, including her gay party that we're dying
on Wednesdays. We just need to find the area, and we need to stay in the neighborhood and see wherever the gays are going on Wednesdays.
Yes.
And we'll just follow in.
Yes.
We don't need it. Paul invited us over there. So there's a Paul in the gay
Mark,
world
Rick, or Steve.
Yes. Corey.
Or we'll just say, hi, we're on the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. That'll get us in.
Or we'd be like, we're friends of Courtney Cox.
We are friends of Courtney Cox.
I love it that Luann can't remember his name, keeps calling him Bill in this next scene.
I know.
But Courtney Cox is Courtney Cox.
We'll be like, we're also members of the Pyramid Players. Did you see his Pyramid Players t-shirt? Yes, he's a member of the Pyramid Players.
What is that?
Probably a little theater troupe or a musical group. Like a local, either community theater or a local, band or something like that, probably. Courtney Cox has not yet received the new lyrics.
Hey, Courtney Cox is...
Courtney Bill Cox.
I just love saying his name.
Okay, so with this Benton song,
this rehearsal,
Sonia, she just wants to kind of start off Sonia style, which means she just wants to say the words however she wants.
Wing it.
With no rhythm.
Never the same twice.
No pitch. She's just going to kind of talk it, and you're going to follow her.
But Luann, on the other side, I think she wants to make the new Christmas song. Like the newest hip Christmas song about Benton. It's going to be rehearsed and sung every year in Christmas in July.
Well, I think really Luann's just like, can we have melody and a rhythm, please?
I know. I just want something.
But Courtney Bill Cox is not entertained.
He is not impressed.
Yes.
I just wrote Courtney is not impressed.
They blindfold Akash back at the Benton Motel. giving him a really hard time. Watch where your step is, like when they're just going
There's
down.
just nothing
But he gives them a hard time too.
All
so
the time.
It's cute. But that's a really lovely area with the mural.
I love
and
the mural, the
seating
rock area, and the seating. The hot tub. Did you see the hot tub was covered as well?
Oh, good.
That was nice.
Yes. So that was really, really nice. So, Christmas morning in July, wear the smallest costumes you can possibly find.
Ho, ho, ho. We got a couple of hoes.
That is us.
I mean,
right there.
I was just gonna say.
That is us right there being completely tone deaf and ignorant that we're wearing booty shorts and a tank top that has just like a string top. Yeah. Or at least a racer back.
Why is... Because we actually did do some kind of form of this for charity where I dressed up as Rudolph and you dressed up as Santa, and we were very
Sexy,
not
naughty.
PG at all. And if you were there would be kids being like, Santa's balls are out.
Oh God, they look like hookers.
Well, Sonia's balls were out.
I mean, I love that she's not gonna go commando to be modest for the children, but 5 minutes later you find out she's wearing a thong. That's
She's just not showing vag.
I'm so glad she's not showing whole.
But I know, but also Luann's shorts are so short, her balls are probably hanging
They're
out.
all those jingle balls are everywhere, man.
But they get to ride in a horse and carriage. That's just really nice.
Wait, Sonia says she looks like Eminem while she's getting dressed and
She does.
and just starts dancing.
She looks just like Eminem. Are you kidding me?
I don't remember the Eminem Santa special.
Me
That's the only thing I don't remember.
Because it had a hood, I think.
I know, I understand the hood, but that's just Sonia's brain is just everywhere.
Well, like when they get up to talk to the town and address the town, so he's like, "Where's Sonia and Luann?" Just in case y'all don't know who we are.
She rips the mic out of Luann's hand.
Luann's like, "They all know who we are, stupid."
She's like, well, not some people. Some people thought I was you.
I like Luann claiming to be the real Mrs. Claus. That was cute with the kids, though, even though she did look like a tramp.
I wrote, Luann is telling all the kids she is Santa's side piece.
Right.
Because that's the way she's dressed. Mrs. Claus would not dress like that.
There is no reason why Mrs. Claus can't be sexy. Who has to say she has to be like grandmotherly?
Tennessee and Florida.
Don't forget, never mind. There are lots of gifts. We get Mary Ellen Aiken back.
Oh my gosh, yeah, look, I wrote Mary Ellen Aiken. She approves.
But she calls them elves and like, no, I'm Mrs. Claus.
Oh my gosh, this episode needs to end.
It's going to be a hot mess.
Okay, well, the mayor gives Christmas in July an A+. And it's nice to know that everything stays for years to come.
The checklist is like checked off except for the Benton Follies.
Well, and Craig gets some good praise. He gets some whackers, whatever that is.
I think it's weed whackers.
And there you go. And it would look like bolt cutters to me, but anyhow.
Whatever.
He gets more tools for the town. Craig in particular. Sonia's like, where did I put the mistletoe? And she looks under her skirt. I'm like, did you really possibly send it under your skirt? They've only sold 60 tickets out of 500.
Wait, are you telling me the shirts didn't work?
The shirts apparently did not work.
I thought everybody in Benton wore shirts. Those Benton Folly shirts, what
well,
happened?
you know what's going to work is Paula Abdul is going to work.
I mean,
Paula Abdul is going to work.
I love everybody's like, a real celebrity.
It's the promise of a new day.
What did you say earlier? Eating scat cat food? You said that to me earlier because I was like, she's so tiny. And you're like, she's dancing all the time and all she's eating is that scat cat food. And I was like, what's scat cat food? You're like, cat food that scat cat eats. And I was like, what?
Listen, I'm sleep deprived. I'm not always.
I'm so glad I
sense.
remembered that.
I'm glad you remember that too.
But she is so tiny
She
and
is.
beautiful. My goodness, she is gorgeous. It doesn't look like she's aged a day.
And she is a dance instructor icon, choreographer icon.
I mean, and she was on American Idol. Like, that's where all these girls know her from.
And what a gift for these girls in this small town dance troupe to get some coaching.
They're getting some dance lessons from Paula Abdul.
And what a gift to us all for Craig.
Oh, well, Craig shares up.
Who Craig cannot be at the actual Follies, so he came to rehearsal to show his support.
You better channel your inner goddess, Craig.
Brittany. All right, Brittany.
You better do it. But I love it that his torso does not communicate with his limbs.
No.
But it's cute. I love it.
He's dying inside, but
He's
having
fun.
Sport.
He's being a good sport. He's not just stopping. He's really watching her and trying to learn it. I love it so much.
Again, this is just 30 minutes of sunshine.
Yeah, it's all joy. There's no drama.
I love it. Wow.
I love y'all.
Yes, you can get a moment of sunshine if you follow our social media. On Facebook and Instagram, we are The Real Housebears. On Twitter, we are Real Housebears. And you can email us at therealhousebears@gmail.com.
You can buy merch. I always want to say but it's not at.
At the website.
At the website, it's realhousebears.redbubble.com. And you could watch us on YouTube, and you could watch us on Spotify, I'm sure, too, because there's, like, Spotify for podcasters.
Yeah.
And if there's anywhere to, like, leave a comment or anything, just leave a comment, and we'll try to pick it up and talk about you on The Real Housebears and making you hashtag
Housebears famous.
And if you're listening to us on Apple Podcasts, can you please give us a 5-star rating and a cute little review? And we will absolutely make you hashtag Housebears famous. So when you come,
Bye.
Bye.
Okay, love you. Bye.
And we're back.
We are back. I'm so glad to be back in the hot closet.
And now for an extra 15-minute episode special.
Is it?
I don't know. People are going to keep listening to think that it is. So we put this at the end. But no, it's just a sound check.
It's the hidden track.
Mm-hmm. Oh, gosh. Remember that on CDs? Hidden tracks?
Yeah.
Some of them were like 15 minutes long, and you just gotta wait for like 10 minutes just to make it to the next song.
Back in my day,